Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rampart Gaming. Let me get my headset on. Sometimes things on Rampart Gaming do not go according to plan. Much is my issue that I've had already this morning. But welcome. Hey to Jaw Wolf. Hey to Keith. Glad to see you both here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. So here's the problem that I'm having. There we go. You can hear myself a little bit in there. Hello. So I feel like I'm hot. Hello. Too much. Testing 1, 2. There we go. All right. It's true, Jaw Wolf. We have been playing some very spoilery things lately. We have been playing It Takes Two, which has been a fun cooperative game about being better, good parents. The mic went out for a solid second, probably. Just let me know. Just keep giving me heads up. What has happened before we get to Jawel's comment on what's going on. My daughter has been enjoying this microphone as her own like personal talk show microphone. She's 2, but she'll all my stuff lives in this closet back here, and so I say, hey, or she'll come out and she'll get the big Yeti mic and she'll carry it and she'll put it on the kitchen island. She'll climb up in the chair and she'll go, Daddy, like she's introducing me for a talk show. Well, she has been rocking the microphone back and forth, and it completely shredded the USB mini B connector in the microphone, or in the cord that I use, which is like it's a good like 15-foot cord that I use. So I found this out about 30 minutes before the stream. Luckily, there's a Target across the street. Ran across the street to Target so I could do USB connector. So an extender. Luckily, I had the proper cord I needed. It just wasn't long enough. So I went over, got an extender, and here we are. This is one of those days where I've been like setting up all day. Like I've had my computer actually set up well before 10 minutes before the stream started. Been playing in Tabletop Simulator to try and get everything figured out because I want to put on a good presentation of the game that we were playing, that I am playing today, because it is a solo game. Play a little Paperback Adventures by Tim Fowers. I've always enjoyed word games, and I've gotten really into roguelikes, in the roguelites and roguelites in the last little bit. Now that I've gotten back into video gaming, and so this seemed like a perfect fit. And yeah, so it's going to be good. We just needed to get some things out. Tim Fowers is here for pro tips, so hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for shooting us a message with the link. I know it is also in the Kickstarter, so if you want to check it out, you can go, I think, to the Kickstarter and go check out the Kickstarter there. And I believe there is a Tabletop Simulator like mod save that you can do, which is what we'll be using here. Game Jedi, hello, welcome, good to see you. Just kind of getting, I'm calm. I'm winding down for a second because I've been in a dead sprint between going to Target to get the cord that was shredded and coming back and putting my kid down for a nap. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Richmond. I'm one half of Brandbeard Gaming. TJ Firebeard is the other half of Brandbeard Gaming. He shows up occasionally in chat during these streams as Party Clown 51. We do tabletop board games or tabletop games on Tuesday nights, and we do silly co-op video games on Wednesday nights. So this kind of popped up, and I haven't really gotten to do a board game Kid Takes a Nap stream in a while, so wanted to give this a shot. So we'll go over to it here in just a second. Yeah, I'm excited. This should be fun. What has everyone got going on this weekend? Again, I'm just trying to catch my breath. Just because I've literally been sprinting back and forth. Adam says, "Hope you were doing well, Richmond." At all. Hello, Adam. Good to see you. Adam and I may have a face-to-face board game day on Monday, which will be nice. There's Party Clown 51. There's TJ. Good to see you, TJ. Which means you probably didn't. You probably just now saw my message about all of the nonsense that has been going on. Let me check one other thing before we get started. Sometimes my Discord likes to make beepity boopity noises, so let's close out Discord. Make sure that all instances of Discord are closed here on this computer. There we go. Hopefully that should take care of everything. Might be able to finish the jewelry box on tomorrow's stream. Other than that, I'll be probably keep disassociating like I've been doing for a while, sadly. Keith, do what you need to do, friend. But hopefully jewelry box is coming along together. Adam says, FYI, my wrestler's coming along great, going into lurk mode. Adam, great segue. Before we get started, I will explain. You can come hang out in our Discord. I'll post a link there. I bought a pro wrestling simulator last week. And if you join our Discord, you can join Brandbeard Wrestling Federation. All you do is just create a fictional wrestler, and then I will put it through the simulator, and we'll have champions, and you can roleplay if you want. You don't have to. You can talk smack. You can do whatever. All friendly, of course. But yeah, go hang out in the Discord if you want to join that. We're looking for the first 8 people before we run a little tournament, and we'll just get it going. So we'll go ahead and get started over on Tabletop Simulator. Let me make sure everything is set up the way I want it. Cool. There we go. Did Bitney come through? Bitney did not come through because I had desktop audio off. So we will do that.
At Brandbeard Gaming.
There we go.
H-Y-U-U-U-U-U-P-P-E-E-E. Bramby fire, Bramby fire, Bramby fire, Bramby fire, Bramby fire, Bramby fire.
All right, so this is... we are going to play Paperback Adventures. Again, it is currently on... bye, Joe Wolf. Have a good lurk. Again, it's currently on Kickstarter. If you have played Paperback or Hardback or any of those games, you will be familiar with some of the things going on here. But the way it's going to work, it's going to be a kind of a deck builder roguelike, in that we are facing off against a series of enemies in each of these books that we're in. The way a campaign works is you have book 1 bosses, book 2 bosses, or you have book 1, book 2, book 3, and you are going to fight 2 regular enemies of a book, and then you're going to face one of the bosses of that book. Between each fight, you will get items and MacGuffins, and be able to upgrade your character, have the ability to upgrade some of your cards, all in the attempt to try and defeat the 3 books. I'm going to try and go through book 1 while we're here. I'm not going to do all 3, but because, again, I'm playing against a ticking clock, which is a child's nap time. So there is that. So I am the robot. Oh, Marin. There we go. So I'm the robot. That is my character. Ex Machina, or Ex Machina. I'll probably call them Ex Machina, or just the robot. And we are going to go through this first book. To do so, I've already set up our first enemy, the pesky suitor. And we are going to have to play words against them to be able to defeat them. The way we do that is we're going to, each turn, we're going to draw 4 cards into our hand. Maybe. Oh, wait. There we go. So we're going to draw, this has worked out perfectly. Draw 4 cards in our hand. Each card has some information on it. On either the left or right side. That'll become important as we build the word. But for each item, or for each letter, we have certain things. The green shield is going to be block. If you're familiar with Slay the Spire, some of these things are going to be somewhat familiar. If you don't, I'll explain them as we go. The red sword are going to be attacks, and the blue lightning bolt is going to refer to mana. Mana is what we'll be able to gain to be able to use special abilities. As we build a word, we're going to put all 4 of our letters out here. And it is not a fully scripted tabletop simulator, but it does work great in the fact that it does a couple things for you to make it easier on you while building words. So I think the obvious choice here is going to be Lord, and I'll explain the couple of things that we can do that will happen when we build a word. Also, in part of the prep phase, we will build items, or we'll use items. So if we have any mana, we can spend it as needed, and I will explain the items that we have to start. We also have a wild card, which is another item that I'll explain here in just a moment. And then we'll choose whether to splay left or right. Slivers, that shirt is amazing. Anyone can go to our Threadless store. You can hit there. Should be a link to the Threadless if you want to check out our shirts. So if you build a word, so we're going to build Lord, because that seems like the best set to use here. If you splay left, you are going to use all of the symbols that are on the left side of the card here. So let's zoom in here real quick. So for if we splay left, we will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block. So block is going to negate any attack that the enemy does on this turn. Or we can splay right, and we'll use the right side of the cards. And on this one, we will get 3 attack, 1 block, and 3 mana. We cannot use any of the mana here for any of our items up here. We need to have the mana first before we use it on this section of the turn. The other thing that's important is whatever card is on top, we will get to use that power we'll get to use whatever the power is on the top card. So that's why the splaying is also important, because we could either use an L, where the metal shell, if the bottom card is also a consonant, we would gain 3 mana on this turn, which is great. Or if we splayed left, we would move a card from our fatigue pile to our discard pile. The thing to note about fatigue, once you build a word and you have completed the clash phase, which is what we're about to go into here, once you use your word, whatever is the top letter in the word is going to go into your fatigue pile, and your fatigue pile is a set of letters that you can no longer use during the rest of this battle. So you need to be kind of careful about what letters you use, because you will not be able to use them again until you defeat whatever enemy you are facing currently. So if we use this L, we would lose the L. The remaining 3 cards would go into our discard pile, and the L would go into our fatigue. If we splayed left, it would be the D that go into the fatigue pile, and the L, O, and R would go into our discard. If you ever need to draw cards and you don't have any left in your deck, shuffle up what's in your discard pile and put it back on your deck there. But the fatigue cards will never come back into your pile. So in terms of items, as well as while you are building your cards, you do get a core and starter items for your character. You will always get a wild card. This wild card allows you to do one of 2 things. You can gain a letter of your choice, or if you don't use the card as a wild, so let's say you got all consonants and you wanted to throw a vowel in there, you could use it. Or if you don't use it at all, you get 1 mana for the turn, which is always nice. The other core item here is the repair panel. You can remove 4 mana from your character, and if you do that, you'll heal up to 3 hit points. We will start with, I believe we start with 19 hit points. Is that right? I think 19 or 20. I think we start with 20 hit points. If you can never go above your max hit points, but there are some items that will affect what your max hit points are. These other 3 items that are either your core or starter items are things that you will be able to use mana on. Each character gets yellow cube here is health, and then I believe blue is going to be your mana, purple is going to be a curse, and the orange is going to be a boon. The curse and the boon you'll be able to use in different ways based on cards. So for this first one, Laser Eyes, you can remove 4 curse from an enemy, and the enemy loses HP according to the chart below. So we have Battery Pack, which is 2 mana, and we'll add Monique. Hello, friend. Welcome. We're just getting ready to get started to play a little. Paperback Adventures. Hello, friends from Monique. You are a lovely human being. Sass, hello. Tom Posh, hello. Timothy Poshington, if you will. Jess Hornist, hello. Welcome to Brandbeard Gaming. If you are new here, my name is Richmond. I'm one half of Brandbeard Gaming. TJ Firebeard is the other half of Brandbeard Gaming. We do board games and co-op silly video games on Wednesday nights and board games on Tuesday nights. Panda Angel, hello. So yes, doing a little kids taking a nap stream, and decided to play a little bit of Paperback Adventures. How was Keystone North America? We played that 2 weeks ago with our lovely friends from Kavre. It is a delightful game. It is beautiful. I am already backed in the Kickstarter because all of the things in there are just gorgeous, and I am really just into very, very pretty games right now. So, hello. Thank you again for the raid, and welcome, everyone. Yeah. So, let's go back over to the gameplay. We are getting ready to get started. I've built my first word, but we're going over a little bit of what is left over. If you have any questions, I believe Tim Fowers is in chat. If there is something that I cannot explain or I miss your question, so please do not hesitate to ask if I miss anything. So you can spend mana that you have gained at the start of your turn before you do your word, and you will be able to. So this one costs 2 mana. You can add a curse to the enemy and gain a mana, which is great. And then this Rocket Punch, you can gain 2 attack and 2 block this turn. It does cost 3 mana. So if you're coming from Monique's channel, if you're familiar with Slay the Spire, or any roguelike deck builder roguelikes, just imagine that, but with using words as your weapons. Also, after we take the turn, we'll do this clash phase. We'll do the text ability on our top card, which I will re-explain here in just a moment. We'll count up the total hits, subtract the enemy's block value if they have any, and deal the amount of damage, and then we'll perform the enemy's action for the turn. So the enemy, on the left side of their card, this is the Pesky Suitor, they will always do, well, they will not always, but they will do the action that is on the left part of their card. If we zoom in to the enemy here, there are 4 slots for action. So action 1, action 2, action 3, action 4. So stage 1 of the Pesky Suitor only has 1 action. So every turn, they are going to deal 5 damage and then heal up to 5 hit points. And they start with 5 hit points. And then I will lose 1 mana whenever the Pesky Suitor attacks. Then, if I ever take out the Pesky Suitor, if I stun them, If I ever get them to 0 points, if they ever get 0 hit points, we'll flip them over and we have to do side 2. At this point, the pesky suitor will now have 2 actions, and at the end of the turn, they will move this down to the action indicator to the next one, and so the next turn they will do this one, and it'll go back and forth. It will just cycle back and forth between them. So we'll flip this back over. There are some other things. The pesky suitor has a vowel. Each one of them has a weakness. Those are going to be vowels that'll help you out. You can always use those. And you will advance the enemy's action indicator by 1 if this is the top letter in your card. And if not, it will go back to, I believe it will go back to the pile. Please let me know if I'm wrong on that, Tim Fowers, or if it gets exhausted. But please let me know that. So we drew our 4 cards, and I think, so they are going to deal 5 damage and then heal up to 5 hit points. So we have 20 hit points to start. And I think, so if we splay this way, we will get 5 block. So really nothing would actually happen. We wouldn't deal any damage, but they would deal 5 to us. We'd block 5, and then they would stay at the same hit points. So I think it makes more sense here to splay to the right, which will give us 1, 2, 3 attack, 3 mana, and 1 block. And also, if the bottom card is also a consonant, I will gain 3 mana. So this will get me 3 attack, 6 mana, and 1 block. So let's make sure we check the order of operations here. Perform the text ability on the top of my card. So I'm going to get 3 mana. I will also get 1 mana for not... Oh, mana's blue, sorry. I will get 1 mana for also not using my wild card. And then I will get 3 more mana. I will deal 3 attack. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'll perform the enemy's action for the turn, which is they will deal 5 damage and then heal up to 5 hit points. So they are going to go back to 5. So we didn't really do that much damage, if any. I'm going to lose 1 mana when they attack. And they are going to attack me for 5 damage, but I do have 1 block, so that will put me down to 16. Gotta go to dinner, but I'm super glad to catch you. Keith, have a good night. Hope that your stream goes well tomorrow. I'm excited to see it. You also take care and please stay safe. But yeah. All right, so now that we have finished this, top card goes into the fatigue pile. So this is my L. L will go there. I cannot use that L for the remainder of this fight. Other cards in my word go to the discard pile. So we will group these, throw them into the discard pile. I keep hitting the wrong button there. Any cards left in my hand will go in the discard pile, which we did, which we did not have any. Advanced enemy's action indicator, so they will not change because they only have 1 action. And then I will draw 4 cards for my next hand, shuffle the discard pile if I run out. So we are going to draw 4 more cards. And we have an S, an A, an E, and a T. So let's go ahead and throw these out here, and we will spread them out. So again, the fun part about this mod is that while it's not fully automated, it does have some awesome mechanics in it to help you kind of rearrange what you're doing. So let's take a look at our word. And so there are a few things we could do. I believe sate is a word, like satiate. But we could also do seat. And if we do that, we have some other options. So if we do this and we splay, let's start with splaying right. We'll get 5 attack, which is great because that would automatically finish the attack. But then I'll add 1. I will add 1. I keep wanting to call it poison, but 1 curse to the enemy, and then add 1 damage to any enemy attack this turn. Or I could splay the other way. And if I have at least 4 block, I add 4 attack, which is not bad. I would lose the T. That's not that bad because if I have at least 4 shields, which I do, I add 4 attack, which would go ahead and knock them out. That would give me 5 attack. Shields will not carry over for the round, but it's okay. Let's also look at our let's look at what we have. So we have 6 mana to work with, which is great. We could use the battery pack to add a curse to the enemy, which would work well, which I think is what we're going to do. So let's, before we make our word, we will use the battery pack. Once you use an item like this, you just kind of tilt it to the side to show that you've used it. And then at the end of the turn, you just flip it right back. So we will use 2 mana here, and we will give 1 curse to our enemy. And then order of operations here, use items, spend mana as needed. Use your wild card. I'm going to gain a letter or mana, so I'm going to go ahead and gain my mana because I'm not going to use my wild card. And then I will choose display left or right, and I'm choosing display left, which will give me, I'm choosing display left, which will give me 4 block, 2 mana, and then it's going to give me 4 attack. I didn't really think about that because that attack doesn't count. Right, because that's going to be 4. Okay, let's do this. So give me 5 attack, and we'll go ahead and get it into... It's the same amount of mana. And I'll add another curse. And I'm going to add 1 damage to any enemy attack this turn, but they're not going to attack because I'm going to stun them before they attack. So we will do, again, let's check order of operations. Perform the text ability on top of my card, which I will do, so they will gain 1 more curse. I'm going to count total hits, subtract enemy's block value, and then deal that much damage. So I'm going to deal 5 damage, so it's down to 0, which means it's stunned. When an enemy is stunned, and correct me if I'm wrong here, the enemy does not take its next... it does not take its next... It does not take its next turn, correct? Enemy skips action if stunned. So it's not going to take the action that it normally would take, but on the next turn it will start back up with its action. Okay. Ugh. All right, there we go. So in that case, yep. So top card goes to the fatigue pile. So we're going to get rid of this S, which would have been nice, but it was needed. Oh, don't forget I get my 2 mana for that. These all are going to group. And those are going to go there. Advancing enemy actions indicate if they're stunned, it will go to their first action. And so we'll get back to them in just a second. And then draw 4 cards from my next hand, shuffle the discard pile into the deck when it runs out. So I only have 2 cards left, so we'll draw these. We'll flip this stack over. Bring it up here. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Skyhawk, co-designer here. Excited for the stream. Skyhawk, welcome. Glad that you are here. I am already having fun with it. I've always enjoyed kind of the paperback games. And I've been getting really into roguelikes and roguelites. So This has been exciting for me already. We'll draw 2 more cards here. And now our pesky suitor is on stage 2. So we will zoom this in a little bit. They now start with 15 HP. So a little more than the first stage. But now they have 2 stages of their actions. So the first one, they will deal 5 damage, and I will lose 1 mana whenever they attack, which is designed by... Tim says, I always forget to lose mana. I made sure to watch Ruel's stream from 2 nights ago when I was preparing for this, and I saw that as well. And when I saw you say that, I realized that I should keep a special note of that yellow box because if you all forget to do it, then it's definitely going to be something that I will forget to do. I like the text here. If we ever get the pesky suitor down to 0 HP, they are not boyfriend material. So on the first turn, they're going to deal 5 damage. On the second turn, they're going to heal up to 5 HP, not going over their limit. So we are going to put these out into the wild here and spread them out. I love that function. Is wean a word? W-E-A-N? Like if you wean somebody off of it, or is that W-E-E-N? To the dictionaries. Wean. Wean is a word. Good news. All right. So it looks like we're going to use wean as a word. I do like using all 4 letters if at all possible, which is really the best option. So let's go ahead and look at what we're going to get here if we splay left or right. If we let's zoom out here. If we splay right, that means the W is going to be on top, and I'm going to lose 1 HP, but I'm going to gain 2 more cards next hand. It'll give me 4 attack, but I'll lose a hit point. If I splay left, I will get 4 block, 3 mana, heal up to 2 damage. So there's something to be said for the suitor, right? That you want to attack when they're attacking, maybe heal when they're healing. I don't know, because I'm going to lose an HP. I'm going to get 4 attack, and they're going to attack me for 5. But I get to draw 2 more cards next hand, which might be helpful. Or I heal up to 2 damage. So I block for 4. I'll take 1 damage. I'll take 1 damage, but I'll net +1. I mean, I'm not in terrible shape, but I also don't want to... All right. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I'm going to attack me for 5. So I would lose 6 here. I think I have to go for the block here. So I'm going to do this and feel really bad about it. But it is what it is. I get my battery pack back, which I do have the mana for. So I'm going to use the battery pack again and add 1 more of these. I will use the laser eyes next turn, I believe. Oh, that's not a bad idea. So the laser eye, they have 3 curse on them, which means they would lose 4 hit points. So I would technically hit them for 8. And they have a health of 15, so that would get them down to 7. You do get a boon with the battery pack too. I do get a boon. I've used it once. You're right. Good call. And then if I do it again... Alright, so let's do that again. So I do have 2 boon now. If I ever get 4 boon, I can remove them all, and I'll heal up to 3 hit points. Okay. See, I love this game already. Let's see. So that would give me 4 attack, that would give me 8. It would get them down to 7. I would lose 6 hit points. Choices, choices, choices. All right. Let's do what I was planning on doing already. So I'll heal up to 2 damage. So I will take 4 block. Form of text ability on the top card. Somebody heal up to 2 damage. I'll take both of those. Give me back to 18. I get 4 block, 3 mana. 1, 2, 3. And then I will block for 4. They will attack for 1. Or they'll attack for 5. But I'm going to block 4 of it, so I will lose 1. And then... I will also... What's up, No Soul? I will lose 1 mana because they attacked. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, that is going to be the turn. So I will get rid of this inn as my fatigued card. These I will group back up. Discard this. And then we will advance the enemy's indicator here. Bop. And they're going to heal up to 5 hit points. So we might be able to attack them for more, but they're already at max hit points, so it's kind of a wasted turn for them. So we might see what we can do here to kind of help myself as well. I do have a rocket punch as well. All right. So let's draw our 4 cards. So we have R, O, D, and T. So spread those out. So we could do Rod or Rot. We could do Dot. If you have at least 4 shields, add 4 attack. Which is not too shabby. I could use my... I could do Torn. Alright, so here's my thought. I'm going to take the D out. Hey, Sally Cat, how's it going, friend? Alright, so we'll use our wild card here. Our wild card will allow us... Uh-oh, I do that every time. Instead I hit space. Use the ability card underneath that one if it's the top card, but I get to use it in my word for 0 points, or 0 mana use. I am going to use... let's re-rotate that. Use the battery pack one more time. So battery pack is going to add a... it's going to add a curse. And then is also going to add a boon, which will be great for us. So that is 2 mana to use that. So 1, 2. Boop. Then we're going to use the laser eyes. And if I remove up to 4 curse from an enemy, the enemy loses that amount of HP. So they're going to lose 7 HP on this turn. So let's do that. We'll move this down 1. Boop. And they will go from 15 to 8. So, is that a flip? That's not a flip. That's a... So we'll just say we use that. And then I am going to do... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do Rocket Punch as well. So we'll move this down to 1. Rocket Punch will allow me to gain 2 attack and 2... Am I only allowed to use 1 item? Oh, I can use as many items as long as I have mana. So I use my Rocket Punch, spend 3 mana. I'm going to gain 2 attack and 2 shields this turn. Shields doesn't really matter, but we're going to splay... I'm going to splay... Oh, no. Okay. Well, actually, this doesn't really matter. So, if this is a top card, I get... Ugh. If this is a top card, 1 use per item. Perfect. Thanks, Skyhawk. If you have at least 4 shields, you'll add 4 attack, which I don't. But I'm going to have... So close to the rocket. I know. I didn't really think it out. I didn't really think it out very well. Spread these out. That goes away. That's all right. We just know it's torn. I don't have the shield, but I will do the attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Is what it is. All right. So now that I have come up with my word, which is torn, that D is just kind of attached there. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the discard pile since I'm not using it. There we go. So for this one, I'm gonna get 2 attack, 1 mana, 1 shield. I also get 2 attack. Oh, if I'd had 1 more shield, that's all right. So I'm gonna get a total of 4 more attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That curse is gonna go down here to 0. So they're at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So they're at 4 on this turn. Let's see. I'm going to perform the enemy's action for the turn, which is going to be heal up to 5 hit points. They're going to go from 4 back to 9. Our T is going to go in the fatigue pile, and then my free letter is going to go back up here. Flip this over. What is happening? It's been a while since I've used Tabletop Simulator. And then these are going to go into my discard pile. We're going to flip them. Move them, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're going to draw 4 cards. I'm starting to run out of cards, which is also a problem. I can also use this I as a... So it is a word deck building game, but it also has a roguelike aspect to it. Because as soon as we defeat this character, we are going to get rewards and then move on to the next, to the second minor character or minor boss, enemy, if you will, and then before we go to the big bad. So they did their heal, so they are going to move back to the action. We drew our 4 cards. W-A-R-E. So I believe ware is a word, like sell your wares. So this one I would lose 1 HP and draw 2 more cards. They're going to attack me for 5. I only have 1 mana, so I'm kind of pressed for mana here. But they're not going to. They're going to attack me for 5, and they're not going to heal. So if I can get a good shot on them on this one, we'll be all right. So let's play to the left and zoom in and see what we got. So we would do 4 attack and 2 mana. Where is also possible. Don't know. So the order of the cards do matter, and I'll show you exactly why I know Soul. So whatever is the top card whenever you splay it left or right, you also get that ability. So this one, I would lose 1 hit point and draw 2 more cards next hand, which would allow me to do a little more damage, potentially. But also, you can splay the cards the other way, so that the last card in the deck is the top card. If you splay to the left like this, then you use the left side of the card. So I would have 4 block and 2 mana. But if I splay it the other way, then I use the right side of the card, and I would get 4 attack and 2 mana, and use whatever the top card is. Then whatever the top card of the deck is, let's see what R is if we do where. Add 2. I think we're going to take them out next turn, so I'm not super worried about getting the curse on this one. So I think we're going to do where here. Do I want to use any more actions? Oh, that's right. It's at 9. I don't have the stuff to use. So we'll gain 1 mana for not using my wild card. The deck is thinning out. I've got to attack here. So we're gonna do this. I've used the things that I can use. All right. So perform the attacks ability on my next card. So I'm going to lose 1 HP. So I'm going to go from 17 to 16. I'm going to count up the attacks, subtract the enemy block value if they have any, which they don't, and then deal that much damage. So I will deal 4 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get to draw 2 more cards next hand. So I will get to draw 6. But I only have 5. So my hand is thinning out. And then I'll perform the enemy's action. They're going to attack me for 5. I don't have any shields. I do get 2 mana here. I don't have any shields, so they are going to attack me for 5. So I'm going to go from 16 to 11. And that is the end of the turn. So our top card goes into the fatigue pile. So boom. So your top card goes to the fatigue pile, and it is gone, no soul, until the end of this fight. So everything starts thinning out. You get tired, and you can't use as many cards as you want to. Then we're going to discard what's in our hand. So we'll group these together. Boop. I'm going to flip them. I'm going to go ahead and put them on top because I only have 5 cards total in my deck anymore. I don't know why I'm shuffling because I'm going to draw all 5. You normally draw 4. But my W allows me to draw 2 extra cards, so I just get to draw all 5 of my cards here. So I do have 4 mana, which is good. Also, the Pesky Suitor is now going to move down to their second action. So we need to be able to deal 5 damage in this turn, otherwise we're in big trouble. And we have a D, an O, an A, an E, and an R. So I think we're going to have to use Rocket Punch here. If we use Deer and splay it to the right, we get D, E, A, R. That will give us, I'll go ahead and discard that because I'm not going to use it. That will give us, let's zoom in here, 4 attack, 3. It'll give us 3 mana. And then if we use our Rocket Punch, which is worth 3 mana, so we'll go ahead and do this. So we'll take our mana down to 1. Use our Rocket Punch. That's going to give us 2 more attack. And then we'll go ahead and do that. This one is move a card from your fatigue pile to your discard pile. It's not going to matter. So we're going to attack for 6. And we have taken out the Pesky Suitor.
No, that's right.
Oh, Skyhawk, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, and thanks for helping with rules and whatnot. But we appreciate it. Thank you for following. All right. So now we have defeated the enemy. So here's what we do when we defeat the enemy. Here's the first step. This is really lit.
No, that's
big.
Right.
Hey, Jailbird, thank you for the follow as well. We are getting close and close to our 400 mark, which we have been so close lately. All right. After defeating an enemy, we will remove all green counters, red counters, and yellow counters from the hero. Green is the boon, so that's going to be the orange. So green, blue, green counters, red counters, and mana from our hero. Hex is red. Cool. So I've placed them here just as kind of like a holding space to remember that that's where we have them. Then the damage you take persists from enemy to enemy. So I still have 11, which is fine. Draw a reward card from one of the 2 piles above. So because we defeated this enemy, we are going to draw from the minor reward pile. So what I'm going to do is, I believe I can. I'm just going to hit shuffle and a bunch, and whatever lands on top is what I'm going to take, just as a way to do it, because I don't think there's a specific enemy to go with it, correct? Okay, cool. So, I get all the rewards. All right, so let's look at our, I forgot I did 15 for the rotation. All right, so I will get to draw. I get to do all 3 of these things. I'll get to draw 3 cards and choose one to replace a non-penalty card in my deck. So we will get to look at my entire deck and then figure out what we want to do. I will draw a random MacGuffin, and we'll get to choose a side. We'll show you what that does in a second. And then we will draw a random item. Cool. All right, so here is the cards for our character that we will get to draw from. I'm going to shuffle this, and we're going to draw 3. And we get, that is a sad hand that we just got. Put these, group those. Put these over here. Fatigue pile goes over here. And then we will, can I inspect? What's the one? Oh, search, right? Okay. So we get an S, an A, and a D. S allows me to heal up to 2 damage. That's probably going to be helpful. D, shields down, add 2 to the enemy and add a damage to any enemy. That's not bad, and it's 2 attack. My other D card has 1 attack, 1 mana. This has 2 attack, 2 mana. Oof. A, if you have more shields than attack, gain 5 mana. I think I'm going to take the S. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm going to take the A, because I think if I'm healing or trying to avoid, I can use the mana for some other stuff that I need, and that mana may be useful. But I do have to replace. I might just get rid of the other A. Yeah, A's coming out. Sorry, A. I'm just gonna put. I'm just gonna put it over here. Next one, I draw a random MacGuffin, and I get to choose the side. Let me find my MacGuffins. We're gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'm gonna take the top one. All right, so we have, pull it back down here, Zeus's Bolt, which allows me to double the hits and blocks on my bottom card. Is MacGuffin always in place? Please let me know. MacGuffin is always in place, so I will always double the hits and blocks on my bottom card. But when I take it, I add 2 penalty cards to my deck. Penalty cards are not good, and we'll explain that. Or I can do the Laurel Wreath. Whenever you would heal any amount of damage, heal 1 more. And so this is a rare one, because it has the diamond on it. I'm going to do Zeus's Bolt. I'm going to put my MacGuffin here so I always remember. Or is that going to mess up the... I'll put it here. Because I don't want it to mess up the... I don't want it to mess up the grouping. And then I draw a random item. So, yeah, we caught my... Yeah, I've broken many a script on this channel. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. By the way, this game is great. I am immediately going to go and back this after this is done because I'm already smitten with it. Treasure map. Draw a card. If it's not upgraded, upgrade it. And that's 4 mana. Whoo! Alright, so we haven't talked about upgraded cards, but every card, and I like the way they've done it in here, because the scripting on this has been nice. So if you hover over a card, you will see that it has one of 2. So you get to change the state of the card. So side 1 is the non-upgraded side. And if you look at it, it'll say upgrade at the bottom. I'm pointing like you can see where I'm pointing. It'll say upgrade shield icon, which means if we change the state and upgrade the card, if you have no shield icons in your word, what happened? Oh, there we go. If you have more shields than... Oh, because that's my new A card, right? So, state. Go back. And then state. All right, so it adds another shield card, or it adds another shield to it. And then gets me a mana. So it's just an extra shield for that card. So we are going to put the state back. And I'm going to put that reward right there. So what happens on the flip side of these? Or is this just... it's loading. Got it. Thank you. Just different set of options. So could I have chosen between the two, or did I just take whatever? So either one set of rewards or the other. Gotcha. So I was fine with the ones I took, but I do need to take 2 penalty cards. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're going to draw these 2 penalty cards. Here's how these work. If this is in your hand at the end of your turn, the enemy will heal 1. After you play this, move it to the penalty discard pile. And the J, if this is in your hand at the end of your turn, take 1 damage. After you play this, move it to the penalty discard pile. So the longer it stays in your deck, the more it is going to hurt you. So we will do this. Our second enemy. So we shuffle, 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 shuffle. We'll move you off to the side here as well. Our second enemy is going to be the Deep Sea Diver. Their weakness is an E, so we'll be able to use an E if we want on theirs. So they have 3 actions that they'll go back and forth between. The Helmet Headbutt, they will deal 3 damage and then gain 3 boon counters. The Rusty Harpoon deals 7 damage, and then the Helmet Headbutt. Each boon counter on them prevents 1 damage from an attack and then is removed. Okay. Okay. Checks out. Okay, cool. So now let's get rid of this. Their weakness is an E. So we'll put that E here to remind us that we have it. That is the first version of that card. So we're going to take this, flip it over, put it back up here, take these cards. Put them here. Put our treasure map over here. So we start with 0 mana, boon, or curse, not S&D. Huh? Those are the options you said you didn't choose from in your sad hand. Thank you. Search. S, D. There we go. Thank you very much. Good call. So very glad you're here. Is there a discard for this as well? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Every time. Every time. All right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. We're going to start with the action indicator here. Our deep sea diver on their first stage is going to have 10 hit points. They will have 10 hit points in stage 2 as well. So here we go. Hit points. 10. This is shuffled. Let's draw our 4 cards. All right. I've seen these cards before. We have done this before. So they are going to deal 3 damage and then gain 3 boon counters. But they won't have any boon counters for the first attack. So if we go aggressive on this, we might have a good shot. All right, so I don't have any of these. Treasure map's going to be aggressive, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it yet. Wild card to get 1 will be nice. That spread. Nope. Okay. W, E, A, R. All right. I might do a splay left. I lose an HP and draw 2 more cards the next hand. Problem with that now is that I have 2 penalty cards in my hand, which means I will not be able, which may be more of a hindrance to me than if I don't. But I would like to attack because they don't heal damage. I would like to attack while I can before they start blocking stuff. If I splay left, I'll add 2 curse to the enemy, and I'll get 4 block. And 3 mana. I might do this. All right, so I'm going to get my 1 mana from my wild card that I did not use. And then I'm going to attack with the word where, which is going to get me 4 block and 3 mana. But also, it's going to add 2. It's going to add 2 curse to the enemy, which is going to be, I think, important. Because if I can get 4 curse on them, that will allow me to hit 7 hit points, and that doesn't matter for any of the boons. Like, it skips all the, ignores block and armor. It is specifically solo, no soul. Right? Does the... Okay, good, cool. All right, so we'll do that. So we will... put the R. Oh, don't technically fatigue it yet. So I do that. Enemy action. They're going to get 3 boon here. And they are going to attack for 3. So 1, 2, 3. They are going to deal 7 damage next turn, which means I really need to turn on the block here on this next turn. Okay, top card goes to the fatigue pile. Boom, fatigue pile. Bam. It's like the wife hates words games, and now this is on my radar. Yeah, it's a delightful game. So I am only going to draw 4 cards here. Group. Go there, thank you. And that is the end of my turn. I do have 4 mana, which... I might have to use Rocket Punch, depending on the block that I get here. So let's... Ugh. Ugh. Blech. With a blech. Although, will Ex Machina be added to the public TTS demo? Great question. All right, so we've got some issues here. Mainly that I need to use these cards because I get in trouble, but I'm not getting any block, which is really what I needed here. Ugh. What happens if I don't use V? Enemy heals one. I might use that. And I will do J. Oh, no. Oh, I think I do that. So I will use wild card here. Flip that. L. T. Jilt. Jilt's a word, right? Like I felt jilted. I was jilted by someone. Yeah, jilt's a word. So, and we will have to splay left. That's the only way that we can do it. But I am going to use Rocket Punch, which will get me 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got to use Rocket Punch here. It'll give me 2 attack and 2 shield, so which will give me 4 shield total. But it'll also give me 2 attack. Alright. So I don't do any attack. I do get a mana from that. The enemy's action, they're going to attack for 7. They're going to attack for 7, but I have 4 block from my Rocket Punch and my 2 cards here. So that will, I lost 3 mana, or 3 health there, so I'm down to 6. I also, T's on top here. So if I have at least 4 block, I add 4 attack. Great. Which means I technically attack for 6. Because I have the 2 attack here and get the 4 attack here. Which means, so I attack for 6. But they lose the 3 boons here. So I technically only attack for 3. So 1, 2, 3. Not an awful turn. I'm okay with that. I will take it. So, now. Yeah, not bad for a double penalty card turn. So, T will go into my fatigue pile. J will go into... It's not up. We'll go into the penalty card discard pile, so that's gone. Great. My free card goes over here, my wild card. And my L will go in my discard pile. Double the hits and blocks on your bottom card. Totally forgot about this MacGuffin. That doesn't... No, it's a T, right? Oh, on my bottom card. Got it. Yep. Because T was the top card. I'm on it. V comes back into my discard pile. And if it's in my hand at the end of my turn, the enemy heals 1. Fine. Oh, I haven't been moving this. So on this third turn, they're going to be on action 3. They'll heal 1, so they're technically at 8. This goes back here. Not bad. I already thought I was going to lose here. But we'll draw these 4. Okay. I can deal with this. So we have a D, an O, an N, and an S. That seems like the right move already. They're going to attack. They're going to deal 3 damage and gain 1 boon counter. So they're at 8 attack. I only have 2 boons. Okay. So I would technically attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move a card from your fatigue pile to your discard pile. It's not bad. What's nods? Heal up to 2 damage. That's actually not terrible. I don't mind that as well. I like that no soul. I do want the S on the bottom though, for sure. So I have 2. So I am going to... If I go ahead and use this, so that'll be 6 plus 2 more for 8. So I would go ahead and defeat it and skip that turn, or at least get past. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So we're gonna use 1 mana to use the laser eyes. I can remove 2. I can remove 2 of the curse. I keep wanting to call it poison. I think it's just because it's the purple skull for some reason it gives me poison. But 2 curse tokens here, which will remove 2 HP. Bam, 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 bam. Then we will do. Make sure we get everything else. I'm not using my wild card, so I will gain a mana back. So that was technically a free action for the laser eyes. Text ability on the top card. Boom, heal up to 2 damage. Bop, bop. Count up total hits, subtract enemy's block value, if any, and deal that much damage. So they don't have a block value. They don't have any boon counters. My bottom card is worth double attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to attack for 6. That gets our enemy to 0. No, thank you. Which means they're now stunned. So they're going to skip this action. So they're not going to deal the damage and gain the boon counter, which is great for us. Any of the cards left in hand go to the discard pile. All right, so now that we've finished this, which is great. Thank you, No Soul, for nods. We're going to take these up. We're going to group them. We're going to put them back in here. I'm going to flip this over. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then we will move these back up to the deck. So now, I'm going to... Uh-oh. You only. Flip. All right, so now on this next turn, the Deep Sea Diver is going to start at action 1, so they will block 5 and gain 3 boon counters. Ho! Ho! Rising Strike. Remove all of my boon counters. For each counter removed, you lose 3 hit points. But so in Rising Strike, if I attack first, it will remove the boon counters anyways, correct? It'll remove the boon counters for each one. So as long as I attack on the second turn, as long as I attack for 3 or more on the second turn, we're clear. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. All right. Got it. Cool. Let's do this. All right. So let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. I'll draw 4 cards. Hello, V. Didn't want you in the first place, but I'm going to use you. Sucker for word games, which is funny because my spelling is atrocious. Very well done. Looks like save is going to be our word. Or vase. Vase. Yes, I am a Psych fan. TJ and I are very much Psych fans. I have my flip over here real quick. I have my Satchel Gizmo mug. TJ has the Soup Can Sam mug. So we have matching mugs. So it is very much a Psych fan. And then all of our channel alerts are all Psych related as well. So yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. By the way, this is again, if you're new here, this is my daytime kids taking a nap stream, which is kind of a break for me to be able to play games like this, and this has been again delightful. So if we use save, I will gain with E on top. I will gain, but they're not going to attack, right? They're going to block for 5 and gain 3 boon counters. So I really want to go attack, block. That's essentially what I want to do. Which shields down, add 1 to the enemy, and add 1 damage to any enemy attack this turn, which they're not doing an attack. So technically I would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack on this turn. And 2 mana. I'm also going to get, what's battery pack? If I do, because I'm going to get 2 mana, and I have 1, or I have none now, so I would technically still go back to zoo, and I'd get, for every 4, I heal up to 3 hit points, which I might need before we go into this final boss battle. I don't have enough for Rocket Punch. All right, cool. So we are going to do, I think this is what we're going to do. It's great because we get the V out of our hand as well. Yeah. Feel good about this. So we're going to attack for 5, which they're going to block for 5, which is fine. They have I have 10 hit points like they did last time. We're going to get 2 mana. So 1, 2. And I'm going to add 1 of these to the enemy. Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right. So that gets fatigued. That comes back. Group those. Bop. Oh, nope. You out. I don't want to see you again. Get out. On this turn, they block 5 and gain 3 boon counters. 1, 2, 3. So now we definitely have to attack for 3 in this one. No matter what. Give me something good. All right. We can do world with our free action here. So, or a free letter. So world, W-O-R-L-D. And we use our wild card here. So we won't get the mana from it. But we do have 4 mana. So we could use the Rocket Punch and do an additional 2 attack this turn. So that's a thought. We could do the... I didn't do the battery pack last time because I was wanting to save. So let's splay right. And I would do 4 attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And get 2 mana. And the W gets me lose 1 HP and draw 2 more cards next hand. But I have to attack. What if I splay right? Sorry, splay left. Yeah, what's the L get me? The bottom card is also a constant. Gain 3 boon. I do dowel. D-O-W-E-L? Or is it D-O-W-E-L-L? I could do dowel. And that would get me... That would get me 3... And I could get a free HP, I think. Display left. Oh. D. O. W. E. L. No, but it's not going to be displayed. I could do lewd, L-E-W-D. And use this letter instead. Uh-oh. Flip this, move that back, still get the mana for it. Put that back in my hand. So I can do lewd, display right, do 4 attack, 2 mana, and get the boon, which is kind of what I need. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do lewd. So let me get my mana from the wild card. Hold on, because I gotta do it in order. Make sure. So use items first. Oh, in any order I want. Oh, well. Well. All right. So in that case, let's do... Let's do Battery Pack and Rocket Punch. Let's use all 5 mana. 1, 2. So use all my mana here. So I'll get 1 boon for that. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. And then I'll add this to the enemy. I'll use Rocket Punch, which will give me 2 extra attack. So I will be attacking for 6. Great. Cool. All right, so let's do that. Yes, right? Cool. Displaying right. So we will attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they are going to lose 3 boon counters. And then 1, 2, 3. So they're down at 7. And then I will get 3 boon for this. And perfect. Loving it. The L will go here. These, E will go back here because that is the, I got to use the E because the E is the, I do it every time. I accidentally hit space. We'll get, there is a weakness letter for each villain, and theirs is an E, so I was able to use it. These will go into my discard pile. Wow. I only have 4 cards left in my pile, though. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it is right. Oh, and an O. So I have 5 cards. So things are thinning out, which is not great. Let's rotate this back. All right, so they're on action 3. I keep forgetting to do that part. They have 7 health. They're going to deal 6 damage, so we do need to block here the best we can. Yep, cool. Shuffle. Or kill. That's true. If I can do 7 attack in this one, which I don't know if I can or not, but we'll see. 4. Ugh. Not great. Looks like we're blocking, folks. Okay, looks like we're blocking. But first, we're going to do the repair panel, which is free, but if I have 4 boon, I can heal up to 3 hit points, which is what we were wanting the boon for. So we're going to go up to 11. They're going to attack for 6. They have 2 curse on them, but I am going to need to use my wild card, I think. Or not. Hold on. If I do Ode here, then I will get 1 block, 2 block, 4. I get 6 block out of that. And then I will gain 2 boon, which, not bad. I'll take it. So I'm going to completely block this entire attack just for using Ode. And I'll get 2 boon out of it. And a mana. I'll get my 1 mana here. So let's go ahead and take this mana for this card I'm not going to use. Hey, Collects Camel, how's it going, friend? We're in the middle of our second fight of Paperback Adventures. Hopefully we can take out the Deep Sea Diver here in the next couple turns and then get on to the big bad before my kid wakes up from nap. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. Oh no, you see, you're stuck in the ad. Thanks, Twitch ads. You're the worst. All right, so I'm not going to use anything. I'll still be able to take 2 hit points off of next turn, or 4, depending on how, oh wait, I could take 4 off of next turn for free. Cool. All right, so we are going to not use any items on this turn. Not use our wild card. We already got our mana from it. Text ability on our top card gets us 2 boon. So it's halfway there to 3 hit points back. Count total hits, which is 0 because I'm splaying left. So, hi EC, welcome. So I'm going to splay left, which means I use all of the items here on the left side of the card, which gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my MacGuffin, Zeus's Bolt, allows me to double the hits and blocks on my bottom card. So that makes 5, 6. So we have completely blocked this attack. We're also going to get 1 extra mana. We're going to get 1 mana from this. They're going to attack for 6, which is blocked. So all good there. And then we are going to discard or fatigue our top card, which is the E. O and D are going to come to the discard pile. Group those. Thank you. Boop. Plop. The A, which didn't get used, is going to go there. And because I only have 4 cards left, I'm just going to draw them all back into my hand. Now, the Deep Sea Diver is going to do block for 5 and gain 3 boon counters. So we need to do some attacking both this turn and next turn. So let's go 1 and 3. So I have W, O, A, and D. Okay, we'll work on that for a second. First, we're going to use our 2 mana and use the battery pack. That's going to add... didn't think about that. Oh, wait, never mind. I think we're okay. I think we're right. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my mana. I'm going to add this to this guy here. So that's a 3rd curse there. I will use my wild card for the mana. So I'm going to gain a mana from the wild card. Then I'm going to immediately spend... I'm going to immediately spin the laser eyes. So I'll use the 3 curse to hit them for 4. So down to 3. Is woad an actual word? Woad is a word. It is a yellow-flowered European plant of the cabbage family. Does not look like it's a proper noun. It's just a plant. So woad is a word. So do like that. That way we don't have to use... a down is technically a word too. But I don't have an in. That's the problem. And I can't use my free letter. I can't use my free letter because I use it for the mana. All right. So woad. So W-O-A-D. Pardon me, I misheard and couldn't see. Oh, okay. No, you're good. Whoop. There we go. So let me... All right, there we go. So if we do this, we want to attack. Come on, let's be real. What's O? What's O get me with the... Gain 1 attack for every surplus you have against an enemy attack. That's not going to do me any good. That doesn't really do me any good because I thought about a do, but that doesn't do me any good. So I guess we'll still do woad. The benefit's not great, but we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 attack and 2 mana out of this. But we have to do it. They're going to block for 5. They're going to block for 5 though, right? So it would be if they weren't blocking. So we gotta go with it. We gotta do it this way. Alright, so attack for 4. They're blocking for 5, and they're gonna get 3 boon counters, which sucks. Because we have to attack for 3 now. And we're losing... we have to attack for 3, but we're losing one of our attack cards. Because we're doing this. But we have to. At least we can make the word ado. I do get 2 mana out of that. Ugh. I don't know if we're going to make it. We will. We'll make it. Just barely. I think I have to make the word ado. Attack with it. Lose the A. And then use do as my final attack word. Okay. Cool. Well, at least we have a plan. At least we have a plan. I'm just drawing 3. There's no point in doing this. All right. Uh-oh. You, go back. You gotta rotate that. I do lose 1 hit point, though, off of that. So we gotta make sure we take care of that. Okay. Ugh. Are we gonna be able to do this? Maybe with items. So I have 2 mana. If we do a do and play it right, and I have 2 I think I'll be able to make it. I think I'll be able to make it. Maybe. Because I can spend for 2 extra attack. Is DOA a word? No. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to think, because if we do... I don't know if I'm going to make it. We'll see. Because I would really like for the attack to be on the bottom so I can get double here. But if I only attack for 2 and get 2 more mana... Alright, let's look at this. If I attack for 2 and get 2 mana, that's going to put me at 4 mana. I think we can do this. I just have to wait till the next turn because they won't block next turn. Yeah, we got this. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do a do. So I'm not going to use my wild card, so I'm going to get 1 mana from that. I could technically use that, but I want to use it next turn. So I'm going to do 2 attack. So they're going to use the boon for that. Alright, so I'm going to lose 3 hit points because he has to remove 1 boon counter. So that's going to put me down to 7. But that's okay. Then I'm going to lose my A. Cool. Oh, technically they're on 3 here because we already did the game counters. So now they're going to attack. So as long as I take 3 life points off of them in this turn, we're okay. I do have 1 wild card available, but I can get 1 mana more, so I can get Rocket Punch. So this turn, we're just going to play it out this way. I got 2 mana on that turn, which got me to 5, right? Yeah, that got me to 5. So I'm going to use Rocket Punch. Rocket Punch gets me 2 attack, 2 shields. So I'm going to attack for 3 in this turn. Bop, bop. And they are done. I do not get attacked. All right. So now they go away. They're done. Bye-bye. Get. All right, so now that we've defeated an enemy, remove all counters that are not my health. So my health is 7, so that's not looking great. Damage I take persists from enemy. Draw a reward card from one of the 2 piles. So we will draw shuffle. And we will look at this card and remember to look at front and back. So I can draw 2 cards and choose 1 to replace a non-penalty card. Draw a random MacGuffin. Start with 3 boon next fight and take 1 damage. Okay. Or I draw 2 cards and choose 1 to replace a non-penalty card and upgrade 3 cards in my deck. Ugh. I think, thank you for the hydrate. I still got my coffee here. All right. I think I'm going to take this one. This way I can, because I think I need the MacGuffin. It's going to give me, while I have the penalty cards, it's going to give me some leeway in terms of like cards in my deck. So I'm going to take 1 damage. So I'm down to 6. I'm going to start with 3 boon, which is orange. I'm going to draw a random MacGuffin. And I either get Bag of Garlic, which is whenever my word splays right, add 1 shield. Or whenever my word splays left, add 2 attack. I am going to do the 2 attack. Because the ability to block and attack at the same time is great. And I don't add any penalty cards to my deck, which is great. So, I was kind of hoping for those penalty cards. All right, so fatigue cards to go there. So I'm drawing 2, choosing 1. The other one gets discarded. So shuffle, draw 2. L and R. So let's search our deck. We already have an L and an R. But I think we might take the R because we can do like something or but we can make the words like tall. Let's see what they get me, by the way. Remove 3 boon from an enemy. That's not terrible. If the bottom card is also a consonant, gain 3 boon. Is that what my other one is? No. I do like that they're both boon related. Because I do need boon. And I do need... Because I need boon to regain health. I need 4 boon to gain health. All right. L or R? L or R? What do you think? What should I do? And what should I replace? Only R gives boon. Oh, but I do remove boon. And I don't know... All right. Put the R in the deck. What do we get rid of? L is super powerful against it, but I don't know what my enemy's going to be yet, right? Can I see what my options will be? No, I'm not going to look at my options. We're just not going to look. We're not going to look. We're just going to take the R and hope that it's not boon related. What do I take out? I'm going to take out the W. Right? Because I'm losing HP, but I do get to draw 2 more cards. I'm taking out the W. Taking it out. It's done. I don't feel good about it. Alright, here we go. Boss fight. There are 2 options. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. It's the mummy. Alright, this could go very quickly. Alright, so they start with 14 hit points. Yeah, I needed the L card. Gain a boon counter and then deal 1 damage for a boon counter on them. For the 2 middle ones. They block 3 and deal 3. And then Ancient Curses double my boon counters. Minions, I start with 5 boon counters. Ugh. You may spend 2 hits before I block to remove any one of my boon counters. You can do this multiple times in a single turn. Alright. Great. Oh, and it's a U. Fantastic, Mummy. You're just a delight. This is great. Alright. Flip. This run may be very short. Alright, I do start with 3 boon. And I do... If I splay left, I add 2 attack. I double the hits and blocks on my bottom card. If Brennan Fraser can do it, so can you. Thanks, No Soul. I appreciate the confidence. Whew. All right, here we go. We got this. We got this, right? Oh, we're so dead. All right, here we go. 4 cards. Loan. Alone. Although alone really doesn't do anything for us. Well, I guess it does. It depends on what the A is. If you have more shield than attack, gain 5 mana. Ooh. This isn't a bad idea. So if I do alone, uh-oh. They're going to block 3 and deal 3, right? So we splay left. We're going to block everything. But the top card we don't lose. So we stay alive for a little bit. We gain 2 mana. And I use the ability under this one. Oh, and fatigue that card instead. What's the end? Add that you and you can get unload. It's not bad. All right, so I would heal up to 2 damage if I did this. So I would attack for 2, which wouldn't do anything. I would block all of it. What if I splay right? I get 3 attack. Huh. I know. I was like, oh, this will be great. But if I do unload, just because it gets missed, you can spend your hits to kill his minions before they get blocked. That's true. But if I do unload, load, and I splay right, does that mean that I don't get rid of this N because it's their weakness? But I will advance the enemy's action indicator by 1 if I do it. Which would move them to, I gain a boon counter and then deal 1. So I fatigue the Val. I mean, the problem is that I would still, the problem is I would still lose 6. Well, not necessarily, right? I would do 3 attack, or I could do 1 attack and get rid of a boon counter. So they'd still only do 5 damage. They'd still do 5 damage. Or I could play right. Ooh. If I did this, I would gain 5 mana from it. So this turn I would get 7 mana, which would be really helpful. I would lose the A. I wouldn't fatigue the U. It would still stay on the block and deal 3 damage. I kind of like this. So what I will do in this case, I'll use unload. Sorry for me thinking this one out. It's 2 hits from Wooden Stake, but no Zeus Bolt. That's fine. I was kind of aware that that might happen. All right, I'm okay with this. So I'm gonna get 5 block, so I'm not going to deal... I'm going to not attack. I'm going to use my 2 attack for the boon. I'm going to block all of their attack, and then I am going to gain 7 mana. So this A will go over here. It will get fatigued. This will go back here. All of these things will group and we'll discard. I got 6 more cards here. They're going to move to action 2. So this turn they're going to gain a boon counter and then deal 1 damage for every boon counter on them. So if I can do some damage and some... If I can do some damage, it should be helpful. We'll see. But it looks like I'm probably going to take 4 or 5 damage this turn. So let's draw. No vowels, but I didn't lose the U. Oh, did I put the U back in my discard pile? Search. All right. All right. So things that come to mind are stud. So that would get me. Oh, let's draw. So if we splay left, I would block for 3, and then get 2 attack, and then move a card from my fatigue pile to my discard pile, which would bring the A back in. Turds. Skyhawk, would you accept turds? Turds they'll allow, so that's a possibility. Okay. Sturdy. What happens if I splay right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if I splayed right and did turds, because it's legal. Yeah, I was thinking turds splay right as well. Put this back up here. Spread. Oh, I need to take a screenshot and send this to DMax, by the way. If you do not follow DMax, if you're not on TikTok, then follow DMax on Twitter. She is an amazing content creator, and did a TikTok about this game. So get my phone out so I can take pictures, send to DMax. It'll say, DMax, you're an inspiration. All right, I will lose the T, but if I splay it right, I will double the hits and blocks on my bottom card. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. But I can also use my rocket punch. Oh, if I had 1... Oh, it didn't really matter. I use my rocket punch. So I'm going to do my rocket punch. Bat. Mana down 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to give me 2 more attack and 2 block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do 9 attack. Which I can use 4. I can use 8 of those. Ooh, hold on. So if I just did 9 attack, period, it would put them down to 5, right? But then they would attack me for 5. They would attack me for 3. Oh, no, they wouldn't. We're good. All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh, they would attack me for 5 because they would add 1. Or I could... So I'm going to get 9 hits. So I could take all 4 of them off and do 1 damage. Put them at 13. Or... I could take some of the blow and do like, because they would attack me for 5 and I'd have 1 hit point left. I think we do this. So we take it off. So we use 8 of those and we attack them for 1. So they're down to 13, which kind of sucks. But it could be worse. And so they'll attack me for 1 this turn. But now next turn won't be so bad. Oh, I blocked. That's right. I did block. So they're not going to attack me at all. Good call. Good call. Still at 6. Still at 6. All right. So T goes to fatigue. U goes over here. That goes to the discard pile. Thank you. Here we go, gang. If you were at 16 instead of 6, I would have let it... Oh, that's fair. All right. So flip. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Ooh. Click and hold. Boom. 2 more cards. Okay, I have an idea. We can do sure. So if we do S-U-R-E, we splay that right. I don't want to split left. What's my R? Ooh, 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 ooh. What's my L ability? If the bottom card is also a consonant, gain 3 mana. So lures. We're going to splay it right. Okay. So lures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain 2 attack and 2 block. So I'm going to use my 3 mana here. Oh, nope, 3 mana here to bring me down to 1. So I'll gain 2 attack and 2 block. So that puts me at 9 attack. So yeah, we're doing that. And if the bottom card is also a consonant, I'll gain 3 boon, which is great. That puts me at 6, and the next turn for free, I can gain 3 hit points. All right. I see you, mummy. I see you, mummy. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we're gonna go lures for 9. Yeah, let's do 9. So that's gonna move him to 4. And then I will gain 3 boon. Bop. Oh, and I gain a mana because I didn't use my wild card. Yeah, so you gain 1 boon, but I block for 2 this turn. 3 mana from the word tooth. So we're up to 5. Alright. L goes away. It was alright. Oh. Sorry, you. Alright, you there. Uh-oh. Group. Bam, discard. Alright, we're getting some good shots in. They're down to 4. They were going to attack me for 2, but they're not now. They're not attacking next turn, so it's not going to double the boons. If I can stun them. All right, so let's draw these 4 cards. Okay, I can work with that. So that was A3. They're now on A4, which will double their boon counters if they get to it. So let's go ahead and use the repair panel. Oh, that's upgraded, right? Yeah, cool. So use the repair panel. So we'll remove 4 boon and gain 3 hit points. So that goes from 6 to 2, and that goes from 6 to 9. Bam. I've got 5 mana. So I will probably use Rocket Punch again this round. I think I'm going to go... let's see what Donor does for me. I can also do Under. But if I split it right, I would lose the U. Move a card from your fatigue pile to your discard pile. I like that. I might take the L, maybe? That's not bad. If I can get a word that ends in T, I can get that back. I think I'm going to do Donor. So what I have to do, attack for 4 to stun them? Yeah, let's do this. So this is going to attack for 4, and they're not going to block. And I don't have to use my Rocket Punch, which means I can keep my mana, and I gain 2 more mana. Okay, cool. My hat's sliding. Alright, so we're going to use the word Donor. So that's going to attack for 4. Bam. So we'll flip them. They're stunned, so they don't do the thing, but... crap, every time. They're going to double the boon counters. Not terrible. I mean, it could be worse, honestly. So they're not going to double their boon counters for that turn. Great. D goes away, and we're going to take the T and put it back in the discard pile. This letter goes back up here. That gets done. I add 2. Did I already add my 2 mana? No, I didn't add my 2 mana. So I'm at 7. Take these, group them. I'm going to shift them over. All right. We got 7 cards left. So, shuffle, 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 shuffle. How's everyone liking the game so far? Sorry, I've been so focused in this that I've been No Soul and Skyhawk have been great at helping me out here. But hope everybody likes it. If you are interested in the game, go check it out on Kickstarter. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, draw 4 cards. I would have liked a vowel there. But we're not in bad shape yet, I don't think. So let's do this. Let's do S. Oh, and they go back up to 14. And this goes here. So if we can get a couple big hits here, we'll be all right. So, nuts. Because they're not going to attack me this turn. If I use nuts, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. Turns if you use the U again. Yeah. I think I'm gonna hold on because it's still gonna be if I spend 3 mana for this rocket punch, then it's gonna give me 2 attack again. It's gonna give me 2 more attacks, so I'm gonna go 2, 4, 6. Hey, I'm gonna do 8 attack this turn. The heal 2 on in is kind of nice, yeah, and I think that's helpful as well because that's gonna get me to 11. Facts. I'm running on Scrabble rules where I make the biggest word, and that's what I'm having a hard time doing in this game a little bit. Is that I want to use all the cards, but I mean, it's only gonna get me. It's going to give me 1 more attack and 1 more mana, so it's going to be 9 instead of 8. But if I do 8, it's still down to 6. I still have my S. There's a chance the S comes up again. If the S comes up again, we're in great shape. But we'll see. But we're going to do this. So 2, 4, 6, rocket punch for 8. So we'll do... mana down from 7 to 4, but we'll go up 1 because we're not using the wild card, so we're still at 5 mana, which is great. We're gonna do the word nuts for 8 damage, so 14 to hold on, let me read the thing. I'm gonna spend 2 hits to remove a boon counter. That's fine. So 14 to 6. Great. I'm going to heal up to 3 damage. So that puts me from 9 to 12. Or is that 2 damage? 2 damage. So that puts me to 11. Workable. And then enemy's action for the turn is that they're going to double the boon counters. So that puts them at 4. If I can attack for 6 here on this turn, we'll defeat and we'll win book 1, and then we'll call it a stream. So let's go and we'll move this to the fatigue group. Nope, get out of here, you. That's the second time I've used that joke. All right, so there's a 50% chance that I will get that S back. Oh no, 33% chance. Forgot about the R. That R. All right, so we'll draw these 3. OER. Ors. All right. Come on, S. Yes. I think we've done it. I think we've done it, folks. O. R. E. S. Splay right. So that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. Hold on, though. Gain 1 attack for every surplus you have against the enemy attack. It's not going to matter, right? Because they're not going to attack? Or is it treasure map, maybe? Draw a card. If it's not upgraded, upgrade it. Well, I'm gonna stop after this. So I guess you're saying, like, if I were to play on to book 2, then I would have an upgraded card. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So join me on Monday when I play book 2, because apparently that's what's going to happen now. All right. Perfect, Skyhawk. This is great. I'm so thrilled. All right. Yeah, let's do that then. So down to 1. So, by the way, this reflect, I'll gain 1 attack for every surplus, but I'm not going to have a surplus shield for the attack anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to draw this card. It's a T. We're going to upgrade it. So toggle. Oh, nope. State to 2. And by doing that, my shields also count as attack this turn. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's happening. So attack for 6. Bam! We have defeated the mummy. At 0 HP, I'm unraveled. All right. So here we go. The damage you take persists from enemy to enemy. Great. So we're at 11. We're not in a bad spot. The pile on the left is after defeating the normal enemy. The pile on the right is after defeating a boss. So we'll do that. Perform all actions of that choice. Draw your next enemy card. Order. Okay, cool. So we're going to get the boss rewards. There are 3 of these. Take this first one. Boop. Screw it. All right. We can either... Okay, I don't think the flip's doing anything. All right, here we go. Excellent job playing around. Yeah, the Zeus Bolt was like a killer MacGuffin to pick up. And I think I fared pretty well with the penalty cards I was given, because they weren't awful. All right. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, so I get to draw 2 cards and choose 1 to add to my deck. So it's MacGuffin or item. Okay. All right, so I'll draw 2 cards and choose 1 to add to my deck. So I'll keep shuffling these just because I like to shuffle them. All right, the T. Sorry, let's go ahead and take care of some business first. That gets discarded. This gets grouped. Brought over here. That's still mine. Right? Yeah. I used that earlier. That goes here. This gets flipped. Brought to here. Cool. So I get to choose between in, if the bottom card is a consonant, also add 4 attack. The upgraded, is that, the upgraded state to that, is that, add, oh, jeez. I like that. Not gonna lie. I am probably gonna take the end. What's the S? Draw 1 more card next hand. And upgraded it's +2. I think I'm gonna take the N. Yeah, I'm going to take the inn. Going to do it. This is great because my kid's waking up right now. So we'll do this. Upgrade a core item. So of my core items, I have the laser eyes, which upgraded is just more hit points for 3 and 4 curse. Wild card doesn't get upgraded, correct? Oh, it does. It has a state of gain up to 2 letters of your choice, or gain 2 mana. It's not bad. Repair panel. Uh-oh. Oof. Remove 4 boon. My deck isn't really set up for boons right now, so I don't think repair panel is going to be great, because I'm only going to be able to use it really like once. So it's either wild card or laser eyes. Oh wait, does laser eyes also? That's still 1 point to use. I think I'm gonna upgrade my wild card. I think that's a strong move for me. Heal 10 HP. I said H like I'm Canadian. So we're gonna go back to 20. So we're up there anyways. And then the last one, draw a random MacGuffin. Or draw 2 items and choose 1. It's tough, right? I think I'm going to go MacGuffin. Uh-oh. So we've either got Map is a mana hog. I like MacGuffin here. That's fair. Dragon Scale, gain 5 max HP. Or Unicorn Horn at the start of battle, heal 2 if you have less than 8. If I gain 5 max, I don't gain those 5 right now. Correct? So but it would be helpful depending on where I am for boss 3, because I'm clearly going through and doing this again. I'm gonna take the 5 max. So I'm at 25. So it's something I'll need to remember. So yeah. So let's. That's where we are right now. I have to now learn how to save my state. So we'll go back over here. So yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. We are going to go raid someone here in just a moment. I will go to twitch.tv to figure out who that is going to be. But also, thank you for everybody who's coming here. Thanks for the raid from Game Freak Geek Girl and all the people who came over from there. Skyhawk, thank you for hanging out. No Soul, thank you for helping with my words. Thank you for everybody who was in chat. Let me refresh. See who is online. We like to go over to other board game streams. And let's see where we will go. Let's go over and raid Amanda Panda. She was over here in the Game Freak Geek Girl raid. So let's go over and see Amanda Panda. We don't get to raid her too often. Monday, TJ may do a random one-off stream. If he does, follow us on Twitter. You'll get our schedule as we kind of announce things. Monday, we're going to play It Takes Two, co-op video game, which has been fantastic, but we are going to finish it on Monday. Tuesday, we're playing Lockup Breakout, so the new expansion to Lockup from Thunderworks Games. So if you want to check that out on Tuesday, both 9, 8 Central for Monday and Tuesday nights. And then I'm going to be playing the second book of this sometime early next week around this time. So the 12:15 Central, 1:15 Eastern time. So thank you again to everybody who's here. Let's go over and raid Amanda Panda. Everyone go say hi, show some love. She's playing Lost Ruins of Arnak, which I want to check out, but I have not gotten to. But other than that, yeah, we'll send everybody over. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Bye, everybody.